Hello, boys and girls. This is your old pal Stinky Wizards. This is a song about a whale. No, this song's about being happy. That's right, it's the Happy Happy Joy Joy song. Happy Happy Joy Joy, 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 Happy Happy Joy Joy Joy.
Welcome to the Happy Happy Joy Joy Show.
All right, welcome everybody. We have a guest today.
Ooh yeah!
Well, it's not the Macho Man.
Randy Savage showed up from the grave.
Hey everybody, this is Rob.
Hey Rob, how's it going?
It's going good, man. Looking at this NFL already, so you know how I go.
Yeah, Rob's gonna be our sports fantasy expert on the show.
We need somebody because I'm clueless.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys listen up, maybe I can win you guys some money because that's what we're trying to do is win that money.
Ah, okay, yeah. See, Rob's into the DraftKings and all that kind of stuff. The fantasy football. You know.
That I am.
Okay. So
I just made up a small sample tonight. And right before you guys called, I was about to actually do my rankings for week one this week for the playoffs.
Okay, well, hold off on that. We'll get to that in a minute, but we're going to start the show off here. And I just want to welcome everybody to the Happy Happy Joy Joy podcast. And, of course, I'm Dave, and there's Brian on the line and our special guest, Rob, for today. And first off, I just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Hopefully your
Amen. And I hope everybody had a good Christmas, too.
Oh, yes.
It was good.
Yep, very good. We all had some good Christmases, good New Year's. I didn't have one drink on New Year's, so I'm kind of...
Neither did I.
Kind of bumming, but kind of bumming about that, but it didn't really matter to me. I didn't really care. It didn't faze me.
Well, I just want to let you guys know I probably drank enough for both of you between those 2 days. So...
And I also...
my PJs.
Yes. Before we go any further, too, I just want to mention to everyone out there that we now have a email address. So if you want to contact the show, write in questions, comments, what do you think? It's the happyhappyjoyjoycast@gmail.com.
Sweet.
So,
And we also have the Facebook page
yes,
that you can also mention and comment and give ideas.
right.
And go ahead and share it along if you follow along, you know?
All right.
Exactly.
There you go. So, first of all, I want to get going on a little bit of a Facebook rant. You know how Facebook is. There's always something fun on Facebook to rant about. So, my problem is the last couple weeks I've been seeing a lot of dead babies on Facebook.
What?
People are posting pictures of dead babies. Crack babies, dead babies, things of that nature. You ever see this stuff?
No.
Oh my God.
Who are you following?
No, somebody that I know is posting pictures of dead babies.
What?
Yes. Like warnings, like this is going to happen to your baby if you do drugs, or you know how they have like the
Scare tactics.
Exactly. There you go. Like, have you ever seen
Who is doing this?
I'm telling you, it's on mine. I'll find it and I'll share it. It's serious. You don't get stuff like that?
To the page.
Yeah. I'll have to link it to you when I find it. It's ridiculous. It's like a picture, a mutilated baby.
I mean,
yes.
I mean, back in the day when Abnegation, Dave Steele and Chris Leonard released their first CD, they blacked out the front because they had that kid that got mauled by that pit bull back then, and there's like brains splattered all over stuff. I got it out there. I still got it, but I mean, I never really cared for it, but I mean, I guess I could see what you're doing. Like, I always hate seeing those really huge, like, purple kids. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm more on Twitter, so sometimes Twitter's a bunch of hate and love.
Yeah.
So
Big Purple kids. What are you talking about?
you know those kids that got like things wrong with them, and they
with
like exploded skin or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what's wrong.
The tumors, the big tumors and stuff on the side of it. Yeah, pray for this kid.
No, like they just the whole body is purple.
Oh.
What is that? I don't know.
Like Oompa Loompa?
Yeah, it's called Oompa Loompa syndrome, I guess. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. I've seen. So that's what I see. I don't see dead babies other than that abnegation CD.
Well, that's my gripe. I mean, Brian, you got anything here?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Like,
I just lost it.
Dead babies, dude.
Talking about purple dead babies.
I've never seen either one of those.
I'm telling you. And, I know people that lost small children. And it's the most... it's sickening. It's
sad,
disgusting. Man. That people would post this stuff. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Can I guess? Can I take a guess on who it could be?
Yeah, you can take a guess. You probably get it right.
Candy?
Is it Janelle?
No.
I stopped following her.
No, she promotes live babies, Brian. That's all.
Well, yeah, but she uses scare tactics with the puppets and stuff. It could catch the vaccination, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I know.
I was guessing. It's that type of person, though, I'm guessing.
Yes, she is a fearmonger. Yes, she is. There's a bunch of them out there.
I knew it was a female.
I try not to fear, man. I just try to go ham, man. Just try to do everything now, just full force, just straight go at it. Because I just figure if you just attack everything now, when you need to rest later, it'll all work out.
Yeah.
Not resting the dead. That's a long time from now, but just try and get it all done. That's been like my whole emo. So like when I see everything you guys are talking about, it saddens me. It saddens me that like people live their lives like that, and it's just like there's so much more than that. And it busted open. David LaGreca said it today. He said, I've seen Star Wars all these times because, my daughter, when you do things and you're a dad, and I know both of you can relate to this, you put your kids first, and you put yourself first. We do things for ourselves. The wealth goes around, but, these people, when they're single and they come out like, I got this and I got that, it's like, hey, that's cool, man. But if that's the way you want to be, I don't understand you because on the inside, I know what I love, and what I love is around me and next to me and around,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I do.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your circle small and focus on what really matters in life. You know what I mean? Because we all know that any moment things can change.
Well, no, I think everything on Facebook is super important. We should listen to everything on Facebook. I'm scared. I don't want to look at dead babies anymore.
No, unfollow them.
I don't know. It might be a family member posting it. I don't know. I don't unfriend people. I don't get the unfriending.
Oh, you are right. Okay. That's you.
You don't have to unfriend. You can unfollow so you don't see their posts all the time.
That's true.
Or like if your post is X-rated or contains dead babies, it'll not pop up on my line.
Yeah.
Like Chrissy has used this tactic for Tommy, so it works.
I got a good tactic for that, man. Just delete them completely out of your life. That's the best tactic ever.
It was only so easy, guys. But I don't know. I love the guy. He's my brother, but he knows. Crazy as shit. So, I've told him I've been working on him. That's why I don't know. He's been posting less, but I don't know what he does outside of that. I'm on Twitter more,
Okay, so let's move on from that.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure now everybody's back to work. Rob, you're back to work.
I was working the whole time.
Oh shit! No vacation for you then, huh?
Well, I did. I mean, I only worked 4 hours Saturday. I only worked 4 hours Thursday. Had off Friday. Had off Sunday.
Dude, I'm from the 18th to the 4th off, and I just went back to work today, so it kind of sucked.
Yeah, no, man. Getting back in the swing of things.
And Brian, you went back to work today, or you, when you going?
I'm still off.
Oh, you're still off?
I'm to the 21st.
Oh, okay. So you're going back. It's just not yet.
Right. Classes start back on the 21st.
Gotcha.
That's when I'll go back.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, going back to work sucks.
Shout out to Edinburgh University. If anybody from the college campus listens, shout out. It's a great campus.
There you go.
I will give no shout outs to my job because the only shout out comes from the middle of my fist, and it's one finger and it pops up.
Yeah, we get you how you feel there, Rob. I mean, that's
yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Like, I went to work today. I got 20. I took 20 of them, made some cash, so I'm totally cool with that, Pat. But at this point, I'm just milking the cow.
True. We all are technically.
Let's shoot back to Christmas here. So what was your favorite gift, Brian?
My favorite gift for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I got this nice Steelers zip up hoodie. It's extremely warm and fleece. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, very nice. How about you, Rob?
Hey, I think my best gift. It was a tie. It was the Super Mario sleeper pants. I like those, and then I got some really nice cologne. So I like that too. But I got some video games too. So I gotta think that Diablo 3 would probably have to be my most favorite thing because out of all those things, that's the thing I do with Molly, and it's the thing I do all the time with her.
Right.
So, but in succession. We haven't played in over a week. She's been asking a lot for it, so.
Very nice. I got a new portable hard drive, so I'm kind of stoked about that.
That's cool.
Dave's going to come around and put videos on people's computers of us acting really crazy.
Yeah. I needed it. Well, I needed it because now with this show we're starting to pile up shows here, I'm going to need room on my computer.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys got... you guys mentioned Facebook and stuff. Do you got Twitter? You got to do Twitter. Twitter gets it out real fast.
Yeah, I haven't had we don't have a Twitter account yet, but I could set that up.
Yeah,
or Brian.
I would do that because you can link all the same stuff off a SoundCloud if you guys do that. Or I know that this would be more of a YouTube thing. You can still do that too.
No, they're off SoundCloud.
It'll hit a broader base.
Yeah.
And also, just off of people who we know. And then the way it gets promoted on Twitter, it would go viral, I think, faster than maybe Facebook, because only Facebook provides our friends and family. And most of the times, our friends and family are going to ignore what we post.
Mm-hmm.
So, amen to that.
Well, it's been the feedback's been positive so far. It's in the beginning stages. It's not nowhere near refined enough yet to put it out to the complete masses, but we're getting there.
We're working on it.
Yeah, we're getting there. So,
yeah.
Let's move to some entertainment news. What was big in the world of entertainment in the last week or so?
Jeez.
I know one thing.
Dick Clark's New Year's Eve bash.
No, Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey.
Oh yeah, the Steve Harvey joke.
What happened to Steve Harvey? What?
He read the card wrong. What he did was, it was set up so funky that it was second runner-up, first runner-up, and then the winner of Miss Universe was on the other page.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So he was just flipping through and he didn't really see it, so he just assumed that the first runner-up meant winner. You know what I mean?
Right. What the hell was that?
And there's a reason. That's why you gotta have those young guys like Ryan Seacrest. Those guys are trained to do that stuff. Steve Harvey wants to be a jokester.
Yeah, I feel bad for him though because they're taking it. They're really making fun of him, and it was an honest mistake. Yeah.
And it is what it is. These people need to get over themselves and think about it. I put myself out on Sirius XM a lot, and that, and I put myself on Twitter out a lot. And when people, not everybody, fires back. They try to fire back some stuff. I'm like, some guys come back and they're like, "Hey man, it's funny that you live in the basement of your mom's house," and I'm like, "That's great. My mom's dead, and I have a wife, and I got 3 kids, and I'm cool as shit." So, and then immediately right there, it's over. So, I'm not like these guys. So that's what I put out there.
Right.
And that's what you do.
Well, yeah, there you go.
I think overall, I think Steve Harvey is going to be fine because he can joke about it himself. He's really good with his own flaws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He's going to take it in stride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You got a point there. It exactly says it. He's a comedian. He don't care. He's been booed off stage. Okay? That probably hurts more than just reading a card wrong. He's been up there when he was getting booed off stages when he was probably a teenager, when he was most, vulnerable to these situations. He doesn't give now.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Steve Harvey fan. I watch his show every day.
Yep.
I think the man's, he's incredible. He used to live in his car. He literally lived in his car for, 3 years.
See? He didn't care if a cop told him to move down the street to a parking vent. Doesn't matter.
So, okay, moving on. I'm sure I know Rob's seen Star Wars. I've seen Star Wars. Brian, has your brother seen Star Wars yet?
Yes, he has.
What did he think of it?
He thought it was awesome.
Oh,
he thought it was great.
Good. I knew he would. I was just waiting to see what he would think about it, because I know he's a big-time Star Wars fan, so.
Oh, he's ginormous. He's already seen it 4 times.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, man, I feel so bad. I've only seen it once, because that's all I've had time for.
No, man, you got to see it a couple times, man, because...
We're going to see it again with Avery next week.
Oh, cool. Because there's stuff...
I'm going to try and pirate that shit in a week.
Really?
Rob, talk to me after the show. I got something for you.
And hope you have good editing for that.
Hey, sometimes I bring the pain. We all know that.
No, I don't have a copy of it. I'm just kidding.
I don't either. We'll probably not get it, but I mean,
I'll wait till you got to go see it in the theater
have
anyway.
it back.
Yeah, you got to see it in the theater anyway. It's worth the theater experience several times.
I know when Dave LaGreca was like, I've seen it 3D, I've seen it IMAX, I've seen it regular.
Yep.
I'm like, wow, we have no IMAX. I mean, we got to go travel, but who wants to travel in that stuff out there?
Yep, I've seen it in 3D, and I loved it in 3D, so.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
I think it was cool, and, Molly was, trying to, grab the stars, and she totally, she's just one of those just, stares.
Yeah.
So she just takes it all in, and she did that at Trans-Siberian Orchestra also. So,
right.
It's pretty cool. I'm the one that had to go pee. I actually let myself down.
Oh.
I had to pee. I took Molly. I was like, you gotta pee? She's like, I'll try. She's like, Daddy, I gotta pee. I'm like, damn.
Jeez, crazy.
I know.
Crazy. So.
Okay, pause movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about them concerts, too.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get to any concerts lately or anything like that. It's just one thing that I cannot do is swing one of those things.
That's one of those, one of the perks that the wife gets, that is truly, really cool, because when we can't afford that, there's no way that I'd be able to do that all the time as much as I do, especially SeaWolves. Dude, I was there 2-3 times a week. So, but I'm going there, I'm buying stuff, I'm, boosting their economy, and it works out, I think.
All right, well, here's a good question for Brian, you might even know about this too, about promoting better concerts for Erie. I mean, who's in charge of that, and what the heck can they do to make it better?
Truthfully, the people who are in charge of it are anybody who can afford to rent the venue and pay the artist. It's really all about that. It's self-promotions.
It's that.
Exactly. You need to have the right people with the right amount of money to rent out the Civic Center for a night and then pay for a big artist to come and then hope to God you even out with ticket sales.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this.
Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off, Brian, but I will say this, that sometimes live doesn't always allow, because that's another thing is that, the people that are in on these meetings that go down for these concerts come to my house sometimes, and when they're talking about live, and live doesn't always, promote hey, we're going to do this. So it kind of goes off of who they run through, and it's live, right? But what they do is they like set up their concerts, and they're in charge of the artist that comes through that area, and it's up to our people. That would go down to Casey Wells and a couple other people. And if you've ever read, there was a post on GoErie.com months ago about trying to get other people here. And when you seen, they did a concert analysis, and Slipknot was awesome. Of course, Florida Georgia Line and Jason Aldean, and when they all came through, they did good too. But there was a couple other. I think Elton John came through. One of those guys. They did good too. But at the same time, people were going under there, and they were calling out Casey Wells. They were calling out a lot of the people that work there because they try to tend to get these other groups when they don't really try. That's why metal did so good. And I don't know the numbers for Rob Zombie, but I was there, and there was way more people there for Rob Zombie and Godsmack than Slipknot, and Slipknot was packed. I will say that.
Interesting. Brian, you know anything about that? Like, I know you're in the promotions and all that.
I tried to look into it around here, and it basically, we don't have a market for it. We really don't. Like, the only people, like Rob said, is the metal people. They'll travel for their concerts. Right. You know what I mean? Like, we had Ludacris come here, and it didn't even sell out.
I'm not even talking about, like, urban. I'm talking about, like, even top 40 bands. Like, Star 104 music. Why is that not coming here? I mean, Slipknot's one thing.
The venue's not big enough, Dave. The venue is just not big enough for, like, Fall Out Boy.
No, because you have Cleveland on one side, you have Pittsburgh, and you have Buffalo. You got 3 big venues there. They can easily stop, do 7 songs or 8 songs, and go.
Yeah,
but it's not worth their pocket.
Well, it should be, because they're going to charge people here $80. They're going to charge people here $80.
Look at this way, Dave. When you go into the Civic Center, you charge $80 a ticket. They had to pay all those stagehands.
They're not putting on their full show either, though.
But they still have to pay those stagehands regardless, because they're going.
There's third shift. There's third shift there. Those are the teardown guys, but they bring their own guys too. That's another thing that happens.
I used to be a stagehand on the Civic Center, and the roadies they'd have 4 or 5 roadies that would take crews with them, and there would be a lighting crew, a stage crew, a sound crew, and a backdrop crew.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they would come in, and there would be 4 or 5 guys from Erie under one of the roadies from the tour. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was getting paid, at the time, I was getting paid $17 an hour, and I was just a low man on the totem pole. Mm-hmm. And there's 30 guys there. So that's why it's not worth for them to travel for 8 songs, pay all these people to put up and sit down.
Right.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah,
they need bigger venues.
I mean, the thing is with when it comes to how they explain it, and going towards like how the help happens, they have people there every day doing teardowns and working and all that. So opening the venue itself, I don't think can be that much, because there's people there every single day. They're cleaning, they're running. There's stuff we don't even know about going on. Like sometimes they have there's shit we don't even know about. And when they're going and doing that stuff, they've already got that staff there. And I mean, and they pull people from the BECC, because as they are about to open another hotel and get all that stuff, they are taking and looking at all their crew now and doing a mass hire, so that they're going to take this crew and put it over there. But both crews that they put and run both those places are always accessible up there, and it's through contract, and it's also through hour. Now, I mean, like one of our friends that we know, he used to work at the Erie Insurance Arena. He applied down at the BCC, got a bigger raise, and makes way more money, works the full amount of hours that he needs to, and they pulled him from up there, so they kind of separate it like that too. But they do offer all employees between both places for any event. And I know that a lot of those employees work that third shift too. So I'm saying the cost can't overly be bad.
I don't buy it, dude, because look, you said Florida Georgia Line came here. That's probably one of the biggest country acts out right now.
Luke Bryan is the big.
But
right.
What's the difference?
Georgia Line also played the same weekend they played the Crawford County Fair, so they double booked themselves in this area so they would make double the money.
Yeah,
so I'm saying the promoter, whoever's promoting it, has got to make a sweet deal or make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean Luke Bryan, he's got a tour coming through here around between end of March and like end of April. He's going to be in Penn State, he's going to be in Syracuse, and he's going to be somewhere over in Ohio. And they say their venue isn't big enough. That's the thing, is that what they want for the sales and the way they're going to cut out half the venue, it doesn't work for the bigger guys. But for Rob Zombie, why it worked is because Rob Zombie only did 4 tours for this, and that was one of 4 stops. Mm-hmm. So if people didn't see him, they weren't going to see him at all.
All right. Well, there you go. I mean, I just think that we're missing opportunities to bring better music here. You know,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like no one's gonna. Yeah. I mean, there's that fan base for Slipknot, Rob Zombie. You know, you're gonna pack the place, but there's the country base. You're always gonna sell out in a country concert. Well, try to go out on a limb a little bit. And I'm not saying get too urban, but like I said, get some more pop acts in here.
Well, they tried Tiesto. Tiesto was supposed to be the original first act when it all opened, but he hurt his back. Mm-hmm. He was scheduled to be here. He only sold 600 tickets. When he's doing Tomorrowland, he's got 250,000 people in front of him.
That's because,
not 7,000.
That's because there's no EDM clubs here, Rob. There's no clubs that play electro house music.
Right. There's no market for that here.
Yeah. They don't.
I know.
You go anywhere else in the country, it's a different story. But here in Erie, there's no market for it.
There isn't. And you know what the market is? It's country and classic rock. That's why we have so many country and classic rocks. But that's what makes us so good, guys, because we never conformed.
But we never.
What's that, Brian?
We never evolved.
Yeah.
No, we didn't have to evolve. We were evolved before them. That's why they're called sheep.
Yeah. Yes.
They follow, and we don't do that. See, I like a lot of music, and I would like to see anything come through. Like, after that experience at Rob Zombie and Slipknot, I want to see people like Metallica now. I want to see Five Finger Death Punch. I want to see Avenged Sevenfold. And if those concerts came to Erie, what you were talking about, if that demand would sell, that would sell. For Rob Zombie, I had a pre-order because I'm part of his website, right. And I got a great seat right next to it. But I could have upgraded that seat to a VIP, and that for like another $200, $300 through his website.
Right.
So, I mean, they were charging a lot. And, I mean, when Slipknot came, they were charging, I think, $160 for a lot of those tickets. And when you look at that, and you're like, Erie, $160? And then you look at Pittsburgh, and you'll see $97. You're like, it'll be bigger, it'll be better, more fireworks, a better stage. Just, that's what it is. It's a better stage. And you're going to save money, and that's another thing that kills Erie, too. And it all comes down to size.
Gotcha. That's good. That's a good transition into our how can we make this city better segment. So, yeah.
Plow our streets.
Plow the streets. It's always it's amazing though when you always get that news report right before winter, and they're always like, we're ready. We got all the plows ready. We got the salt. And what happens? Every time the snow comes, none of the side roads are salted. Nothing's plowed.
They're like Kevin Hart. No, we weren't ready.
What is?
Yeah,
Go ahead,
It's
Rob.
because I think these guys are sitting at home. Like, they have all the stuff there, but by the time they wake these guys up at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday to get the extra help in, that by the time they get in, it's 3, 4, it's another foot or two, and they're just overwhelmed, and they can't salt when it's that deep, so they gotta, try to plow, and then it's just a complete mess.
Yeah.
What I have noticed in this city, seriously, what I've noticed is that the side streets don't matter.
Yep.
They don't give a shit about any of the side streets.
Yep.
And they only want to salt. They'll, right before the snow starts, they'll just salt the streets all over the place. And then it just turns into that mushy slush crap all over the place.
I know.
It's like, just plow the damn roads, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't probably have it that bad with 97, but I don't know, man. Like, before, I used to drive around in my Saturn and just be like, I don't care, roar. And then I have this big Impala, and, I'm like, whoa, I go up these roads. I'm like, what's going on? I used to not be scared of this stuff. And it's like, not even out there, and I find myself doing 25. I'm like, no.
Luckily, they keep Old French pretty legit, so.
They keep the main arteries in the city, like Peach Street, Road, Parade Street, the ups and downs, but they don't care about the side streets.
Oh, no, they don't.
That's where all the accidents happen.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we all lived on 32nd Street, remember? How many times at the bottom of that hill on Old French did we have to get cars out of that thing?
Yeah, that's true.
How many times did we have to stop what we were doing and go help somebody out of that?
Yeah, I know. It was bad. And we felt like heroes every time the snow would hit.
I know, because we're constantly saving people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because people, but you know what? We should have noticed it then, that people can't drive. They cannot drive. And you can take it from me because I drive every day. I mean, it's like the people. If I could throw in driver qualms, I'll just mention one thing. People who try to make the left turn into McDonald's after the left turn from Broad Street on 26th Street on Elm Street for that Walmart McDonald's intersection. It's always blocked. They have a light there, and there's always traffic. And then you get these freaking numbskulls. They take the left, and you're like, all right, got the arrow. And then all of a sudden, they put the freaking brakes on. You're like, oh, somebody's going to hit me. Somebody's going to hit me. What is up with that? Just how to improve our city? No left turn right there. Put a big sign. Say, no left turn because there's people there. Or just block that shit off. Because it's 2 lanes and it only takes 2 cars to not fit anybody there. And I got a big car.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just ways. I know that might be not, one thing. But that's an improvement. Because that would stop things. That would prevent accidents. Because when it's icy, boom, hit. Boom, 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 hit. That's what's going to happen.
I have a big one about traffic, and I think it's going to be unpopular, but I don't care. You say
roundabout.
No, get all motorcycles off of the road.
Hell no, I agree with you 100%. Get rid of those son bitches.
No more roar on the shore. No more motorcycles ever.
Could you imagine George Carlin hating on a motorcycle guy? Like, from your angle, the way you guys are thinking right now, he would be like, there's these guys, they got, like, really powerful bikes. That's all they are, bikes. And they go flying down the street, and you have this huge caravan. Who's going to win?
All summer, it is the worst thing living next to that biker bar, scooters down there. And
I know, I used to live on there, remember?
And they rev their engines right in front of my house. Yep. It's ridiculous. They have no respect for anybody. And everybody should respect bikers. You ever notice that? Respect us. Watch for bikers.
Save a life. Look twice.
Yeah. Well, why don't
Shut the fuck up.
Why don't you? How many times have you seen motorcyclists do crazy crap on the streets?
All the time.
I live next to a highway, so I see races from cars, between motorcycles, and the revving and systems, because, that shakes, the systems shake the house sometimes down if it's really big.
Yeah.
For me, like, you guys have you're closer to it, and I know both of you been here, and I know, Dave, you've been here many summer nights watching on the porch that the races, For that, the way I'm set up, it's more for an exhilarating moment, as opposed to like you're literally 15 to 20 feet from the edge of a street, and they're right there. So you get that all night long, and you get it like that. I get it after the show's done, and I get about 40 bikes up, but it's never anything really late.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You get bar traffic. That's what you get. You get bar traffic. I don't get that stuff.
We know traffic is bad in here. Let's think. What about something else? There's got to be something else that we can make better in this town.
Let's switch the whole meaning of make this town better. Do you mean financially make this town better, or do you mean like socially make it better?
I think socially and economically, kind of
like both.
Yeah.
I think socially.
Let's propose a tax right here. Let's propose a tax for this city. Erie tax people, if you can prove that you spent money in Erie County on Erie-owned businesses and Erie jobs, then you should get a tax break at the end of the year. Bam. Here's your receipts. I've proven I've been buying
I'll
Erie
shake
County
your hand
products.
on that. You're the first person I've ever heard say that. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, support the
I
local
mean,
economy.
you see, I wouldn't qualify for that because my house is so cheap that I don't get near the certain thresholds that would allow me to claim certain things and roll a 1099. So I'm able to roll a 1040, but I'm still able to claim my mileage.
1040A or 1040P?
1040EZ.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you want to hold them, brother? I got them right here. Yeah, dig it.
That's because you claim tips.
I do claim tips, but that's another thing. See, dude, there's so much all of us can talk about. Like right now, the credit card boom is huge. So like before, where a lot of people would be like, oh, you're hiding all your tips, it's all cash, and all that stuff. No, there's days it's, 8 out of 9, 5 out of 6, 12 out of 22 deliveries are credit card, and a lot of the big tips are usually credit card. I can't tell you how many days I've had 50 to 60 to 70 claimed on a day, but I make more than the average driver because I'm a beast.
Some beast.
So I got that to spare. But at the same time, you're right. We're claiming tips more, and it's all about the credit. And it comes down to the phones. Phones, guys. That's how. How can people be social? Nobody wants to go out and freaking serve spaghetti anymore. If I know I can help some homeless people by serving spaghetti on an app, then people are going to do that. I don't know if that's the problem, but in the end, it's what people do, and that's why people are antisocial. These people have no soul. It almost feels like you want to reach out to them and you want to shake them and you want to be like, just love.
You lost me on spaghetti app. What are you talking about? A homeless spaghetti app? What?
Yeah. It's the next Apple iTunes thing coming out.
You guys buy homeless people spaghetti by one click or what?
I don't know. Yeah. Can you imagine some freaking weird freaking person's gonna be there, and every freaking, if he can get 100 hits in 1 minute, it'll donate $5 from his account and count $25 towards some homeless guy eating spaghetti. No, I'm just. That's nowhere near what Brian's idea. Brian's idea was a good guy. We're not trying to feed homeless people spaghetti in the end.
Why not? It's pretty healthy.
Gluten.
Well, that's true. That is true.
He'll have an old guy convulsion on the side of a road. I mean, gluten explosion.
Well, you could, honestly, that could work, like it's an Uber setup, you know what I mean? Some homeless guy.
Uber, dude. That's some, hey, guys, topic 1 right now should be Brian's wedding.
Yeah.
I want to talk, because, like, we always text, and we always talk,
This is a show.
but...
Exactly, Chrissy. Thank you.
They can hear you.
That's fine. You're good. Speak up.
This isn't on speaker, so you know.
We're in the middle of a segment here.
But that would make the city better. It would make the city better knowing our boy is married.
Okay, no.
That means everything to me.
Right.
I might go plant a tree.
Yeah, we might have to sell our homeless people spaghetti app around and get Brian some money.
There it is. Dude, let's play. When Brian gets married, we're going to plant a tree and run a spaghetti run out of the Glenwood Park Avenue. Glenwood Zoo Park.
Can we throw...
And there'll be a bunch of people who'll show up and eat spaghetti.
No, I think we should throw spaghetti at homeless people. That would be much more fun.
And what lands in their mouth they get to keep.
That's like something my mom would say. Hey guys, let's get my spaghetti. Tommy didn't eat it all. Let's go throw it at people.
Yeah. So Rob's got the homeless people spaghetti app.
I'm thinking we're gonna call it Uber Sketty.
Yeah, Uber Sketty. Okay.
Uber Sketty. Dude, that's probably the best thing. Uber Sketty. Yeah, that's good.
Oh my goodness.
I think we could do it. Dude, I bet if we did that and donated just to Erie just buy a bunch of noodles and cook spaghetti and just take it. I bet we'd get so much donations.
Yeah.
And we could call it Uber Sketty. And the Uber drivers should be free and they should be able to bring people so that they can get spaghetti. And in the end, yes.
I was, the good idea. Very good. Write it down.
What? Y'all gonna have corporate greed and say no.
Yeah, that's true.
All we need is egg and flour, and we can make our own damn spaghetti.
I was thinking of something much more tame to make Erie better.
Uber Sketty?
Not the
Uber Sketty is it's too extreme, right?
I'm thinking about the peninsula and then cleaning that place up.
Yeah, let's get the dead fish off the beach.
How about let's replenish the sand? Let's get the grass out of the sand and the sticks and the rocks. I don't like walking on beaches and getting poked with sticks and rocks
or needles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even go, man. I don't got time to go down there no more, and that's sad. But dude, you're talking about Presque Isle?
Yeah.
Go to Freeport Beach.
That smells like homeless people and spaghetti there, Rob.
Oh, but if you go to the Freeport Inn and order the fried pickles, man, beyond tap.
I don't think anybody can mess up fried pickles, by the way.
No, I don't know. No, people can go out to the Freeport Inn, order their fried pickles. Then go to anywhere on Upper Peach Street. They try putting Parmesan and oregano, they fail. Eat those first and go explore the rest. If you've already explored the rest, go back down there and just eat their fried pickles. Literally $3.99 or $5.99. I don't know. They got a steak sandwich that's banging too. Yeah. Go down there. It's a little drive. You'll see vineyards. Maybe you'll buy fruit on the way back. That's what we did one time. We bought corn.
That's good. That's good. But I'm talking about cleaning that peninsula. We need to clean that peninsula up.
Oh my God.
I agree with you 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to bring more attractions to the peninsula too. More things more type of concession stands. Remember when Three Brothers were down there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They need to bring more kind of youth to the place.
I want no Papa John's down there.
Well, I don't
deliver pizzas to women in bikinis.
All right, Rob, you could wear a Speedo and deliver pizzas on the beach.
It would say Papa John's right over that V part on my body. Wear pasties. Nah. I try to deliver on no bike.
On your ass, it can say better ingredients, better pizza, better ass.
Brian said so.
Okay, that's great.
Hey, I gotta say, man.
What's that?
There's a lot. These are all good ideas, but the problem is that the people that are doing these ideas, they're conformed. They're just lost individuals. They're trained by colleges to be people that don't exist today. And that is why I like Tommy G went out on Twitter the other day and said that it doesn't matter if you have a college degree nowadays, because in the end, paying off all your tuition will keep you in debt.
Oh, no.
So it's got out of hand. And in that, you could even go to the school district. You want to know how we make? Dude, there's so much anger. There's so much support for the school district. But there is so much dirt in between the lines.
Mm-hmm.
People need to understand that. I mean, I haven't said this. What, Brian?
The Erie School District has some serious problems. Like, serious problems.
Yeah.
They do. This person called us, and they called us, like, they didn't even tell anybody. They just called us up. They're like, hey, you guys do our account. I was like, yeah, that's cool. They're like, we're going to do a rally. Well, I already knew because, I'm on Facebook. And they were like, we're going to do a rally. We're going to have a bunch of people here. And then Chrissy was like, well, Tyler isn't going to do the rally. He doesn't want to go. So Tyler came over. And they're like, yeah, and we're going to need like 80 pizzas by like 11 a.m. I'm like, oh. And I'm always the morning person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, that means like, oh, now I got to come in early? Okay. And they're like, it's just 80. And they're like, you think that'll serve a lot of people? I'm like, I'm sure. And then the person goes, you know what? I don't care because we're not paying for it anyway.
The school district is?
Yeah, this person that represents the people who funded and bought these pizzas said that. Said that I you see, for me, I pay school taxes like you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I've watched it grow over the past 3 years, and then they got separated. They went from, the April thing, now they have to have their own month in August.
Mm-hmm.
And then they raised it. They've been raising it for years now.
It's never
and then you're
went
just
down.
calling me
Always
up and
raising
you're
it.
telling me that you don't care.
Oh, I know. They don't care.
So that right there, and then they don't care that, their retired people have cell phones. Yeah. I'm just saying, guys.
Here's the situation. If we really would have been considering what we were considering a few years back, joining Mill Creek and Harbor Creek in making it all one big Erie County, like Erie City, we would have saw the inner city schools get more funding than they've ever gotten in their entire lives. Think about
because
it.
the Mill Creek people are rich.
Right. So that all that money would have funneled into the inner city.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they stopped. That's why all these people were protesting. Mill Creek was protesting it. Harbor Creek was protesting it because they didn't want their money helping out the inner city.
No.
Exactly.
And that's just totally unreal to me.
Yeah.
That's a snobbish attitude, but when it's used through government, it's considered a no vote.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of shady stuff that they do. It's bad. It's real bad.
Unfortunately, you're right.
Yeah, it's real bad. Yeah,
It is sad. I mean, but hey, this is the point too. Think about this. GE and other people are using computers more nowadays, and what used to take 50 men to run is taking 40 men to run, is taking 35 to 20 to 15 to eventually 5 to none. And then, another big thing I'm just going to bring this up. This debate right here, it should be a whole show, really, is how GE made a plant exactly like ours in Texas where they can have more control because of no union and all that other jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been moving jobs and cutting people since.
Mm-hmm.
And people just said, they gave them they're like, no, we'll be in Erie. We'll be in Erie. You know what? You're about to have all these people go unemployed that won't know how to live because they've been living at $50 an hour.
No, that's bull, Rob. You don't understand. They can collect unemployment, and then there's a program that GE supports unemployed GE workers that supplements their salary. So they live fat off unemployment, and they just sit on their butt and they wait to get called back.
No, the problem is that what affects the entire community because of those layoffs. Because those people who aren't going to go out and spend money on Papa John's or restaurants. They're gonna hoard their money because they feel like they're being slighted.
Right.
And then you're gonna have these people who aren't gonna be able to get hired at GE.
Yeah.
And waiting to get hired to get GE, and these people who are sitting on unemployment, sucking on who can't eat and drink, just waiting to go back.
So I know several people that work at GE. I know several people,
Me too.
and they tell me just apply, just keep applying, just keep applying, and once you get in, you're golden.
Though, Dave.
You're golden. But
you should apply. I think I know that you've been at your job for a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this right now. GE's all about shipping, and Josh is all about shipping.
Yeah.
And Josh has applied, and you should apply. Because a lot of people that get used to that and know how to run that,
yeah.
I'm just saying, it might be a step. It might be a step where you're just like, but at the same time, too, I want to bring this up. Christy's uncle was working at Steris, and they offered to move him and his wife down to their plant in Akron or wherever that is.
Yeah.
They would do that, and they would pay him this much.
Yeah.
Or if he lived in Erie, they would pay him this much, and any night he couldn't make it back to Erie, they would pay for his night at the hotel.
Yeah.
This man stays in Erie. Because they have their house, their dream house right here. That's family. I know that's true. So, like, people will do that. If you applied there, there's always that thing where
takes people
they might
years.
be like...
It takes people years. I'm pretty steady in my job. I'm pretty happy with the wage I make.
I bet you are.
I'm not going to risk, leaving there and not having a fallback. So,
yeah.
I can't take that risk.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, we want to talk about what makes this economy better. Josh also lost jobs because GE pulled from them.
Right.
They went from a 15-man job to a 2-man job to a 1-man job to a 2-man job to a 1-man job within a year and a half. And when he did that, he was like, I got this. They told me this. But that whole business relied on what GE told them, and what GE told them wasn't enough for them.
Right.
So now one man still runs that business, but at the same time, it kind of shows how, people's lives can be affected by these jobs coming in and leaving and doing other things.
Yeah,
and we need to keep these jobs here.
Yeah, we can't hate on GE. We can't hate on people to make $30 an hour. Like, more power to you. If you're making that good wage,
Right.
I agree. I mean, they did it. They put the time in.
Yeah. It's just...
But their time to make that money, I bet in reality, if you took an average of father-mother relationship with son or daughter towards somebody who has an average job like us guys, father, son, blah, 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 I bet that a higher percentage would be for the guys like us. Like we do more, we have more kid interaction, and we do that. And in the end, you either can go corporate and make a lot of money and be cold and heartless, or you can love and live.
Oh,
and it may suck.
Yeah, you want to work double shifts and not see your family all the time,
Rob,
I mean, where I work, they have had my day pointed out the day that Ivory graduates. They've had that day pointed out to offer me a store. Yeah. And I don't want to do it. I want no part of it. I want no part of all those 70 to 80 to 100 hours a week.
Right.
There's no way. Because I wouldn't see my family. And I've been part of my family. I've been doing this for a long time. Mm-hmm. And that means more to me than anything. Right. Like that, there's no salary. Right. There's only joy.
Right. Gotcha.
So, DFS guys.
Go ahead,
Let's transition into Uber facts, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
You have them loaded up?
Sure I do. Hold on.
We could talk some DFS too.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
I got some DFS. I don't have my plays for the week, but we got the teams, and we know who's playing. We should, and we can cover that. I think we can, so if you want to pull up a few.
Yeah, you know what, dude?
What's that?
We should do like a sports review and like have Rob run it and like have the like a theme song just for that. Like
it would be popping circumstance. It'd be like dun 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 dun. Like woo, yeah. Because Brian, I know you guys see my videos and stuff, but what I do is like I have like this whole persona. I really think what can happen is Macho's picks of the week. I like the whole like bigger upper thing. It still gives me the ooh yeah, because on Twitter that's kind of the persona that I've created or people have become attuned to.
You know how many people from Scout
So
me that in
and with like getting close, like talking to these guys every day and winning and being crazy, like I always am. They're always. So that's one thing I want to bring out is that this is good.
Mm-hmm.
All of this is good.
Okay. Well, we'll get to your fantasy picks here in a second. Let's go through a couple Uber facts first. And I'm just gonna spit out a couple Uber facts and we're just gonna discuss them to see if they're actually facts or not. So
usually the facts are right.
Yeah, well, some of them are outlandish, like this one. In the past 5 years, at least 6 Americans have been shot by dogs.
What?
Yes.
I agree with that. That can happen.
They have no opposable thumbs.
They jumped on the gun when they were trying to play with their owner when their owner was trying to shoot a deer. And they jumped, hit the gun trigger already hit, brains blown out.
There you go. That sounds like that could happen.
I think it's plausible.
Yep.
If you do it worldwide, I bet 12 die.
It's a 12. Oh, here's a good one for you. Maggots can digest 60% of a human body within a week.
Oh, that's true as heck.
Definitely true.
No way, that is not true.
Ooh.
I bet they got that down in 3 days.
Ooh. Nasty.
That's what they're for. They're decomposing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Once one appears, 30 appears, 90 appears, and then 100 million appear within like 10 seconds.
Remember the maggot stick days?
Oh, yes, the maggot stick. The famous...
Why with the maggot stick?
Bringing it back.
Somebody get the stick.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we got here. Let's find a good one. We'll do one or two more here. Let's see. I'm trying to find a good one. Let's see what we got. Oh,
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
It's not going to be Uber fact. It's a Rob fact.
Okay.
A Rob fact. Let's get this one down.
Why do people feel the reason not to use a right turn signal when making a right turn?
Repeat that.
Why do people not use a right turn signal making a right turn? If you ever noticed, they don't use the right signal to turn more than the left. And I know that the left is more crucial, but a lot of people don't use the right turn signal to turn right.
I don't think that's an Uber fact. I think that's a Rob question.
No, it's a question, but I think it's a fact. I've seen it happen all the time. It happens like 15 million times, and then someone won't signal me on a left turn.
Shoot out a percentage of how many people a day you see do that.
I've got to say I had one happen today exactly, So if you take one, I had 3 happen straight up with witnesses in the car on one trip up Ash one time. So, I mean, if we did a monthly, total, I bet it'd be around about 80 to 90. So about, however that be, 12 times.
So about 12% of people don't use it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be more near 30.
30%?
30% of the people don't use a turn signal making a right turn.
All right, let's Uber fact that. Let's put it in Uber fact and send it in.
Okay.
It's verified.
That's plausible.
There's no fact behind that. It's just a...
I'm pretty sure that's up there with truth.
The left turn versus right turn signal, no signal. I don't know if you can search that. He's like, who doesn't signal?
Okay, we'll do one more.
Whoever those people are, we need to locate them and never be behind them, because we can track them with our GPS.
We'll do one more. We'll do
little
one.
dots on your screen that says this one's not a blinker, this one's not a blinker.
Yeah.
One more Uber fact. Here we go. The cab driver in the opening credits of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is Quincy Jones. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I was just focusing in on the rap.
I never knew that one either.
Stop!
What's he?
It just
Stop!
What? What's going on?
that was just funny.
Huh?
Oh, just the whole Chrissy kind of like heard what we were talking about and started laughing in the background.
Oh, yeah, good. At least we're making her laugh.
Yeah, we have one watcher, and
Oh.
she's live.
Oh.
So in my house, we actually have background mute, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
ambience alarm.
Sorry.
All right. Brian, you
I'm gonna
got
go.
anything else?
Don't feel bad, Gracie. I'm here too.
Oh,
What?
Danielle just rolled out. Don't feel bad, Chrissy. I'm here too.
I don't have the speaker on, so I'm just here in the background by myself. Rob.
I've kept her on the low.
Okay. We're getting taken over here, guys.
All right. Well, let's talk a little
Shouldn't the
bit.
women be in the kitchen cooking dinner or something? Or
Well, technically, mine is in the kitchen.
I am in the kitchen.
She's not cooking anything, but I am hungry.
well,
I have to come home from work.
I'm not gonna cook anything though.
yeah. All right. Well, okay. On that one, we'll.
Rob's in. Let's do Rob's Final Fantasy report.
Okay. All right, Rob.
All right.
You got the floor. Let's do it.
We got the floor, but if you guys got questions, remember, I'll talk to you guys.
Right.
Because, look, this is what it's about, all right? People are going on these websites. They're taking something which people used to do once a year, and they're doing it weekly. And this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the matchups, because I know the matchups are going to be fun. And I know, there's 2 teams. My team's not in it, but there's 2 teams we can talk about. So let's start with Green Bay versus Washington.
Okay.
Now this is in Washington, and Kirk Cousins and the Redskins have been hot.
I like
What are you guys' feelings?
Washington. I like Washington in that game.
You do?
I like Green Bay.
Brian
likes Green Bay.
has
I
to
can
like.
see
He
why.
has to like Green Bay in that game. He has no other choice.
Yeah, he's right.
But I mean, he does, but it's an idea, and that's where daily fantasy kind of puts in with that, because most people are gonna go to the Washington side of that because it's at home. Kirk Cousins has been hot. He's throwing the ball all over the place. Comes in 1/2, 3 touchdowns. But then there's still that Aaron Rodgers, and they've played like crap for weeks, and they've the one thing you will know about fantasy football is you will know when your quarterback is playing like crap.
Yep.
But your quarterback never plays like crap on quarterback cash week. That is apparent.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Dude, every time in Keith's league, every time it's like quarterback week, it's Aaron Rodgers puts up 90.
Yeah,
that's his best game of the year.
Yep.
It's an easy 20 every week.
Yeah.
But that shows why Washington should be scared, because Washington has a stout defense against the run.
I think it'll be close, but I think Washington will beat them.
All right, Brian?
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to pull it out. He's got that last-minute hurrah for him. He always does.
All right. I like that. Now, Seahawks versus Vikings.
I could really care less about this game.
I'm going to go ahead and say Seahawks are going to take this.
That's the popular. I want to see the Vikings win this game, actually.
Yeah.
I like Seahawks. I've always been a silent Seahawks lover.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, because they're in our division, I hate the Seahawks. Because one of my friends is a Viking fan and he hates the Seahawks this week. I kind of hate the Seahawks. But in actuality, what's going to happen is the Seahawks defense is just way better than Teddy Bridgewater can be. He's not good. He can't beat that complex defense. And I think their only hope is playing great defense against Russell Wilson, which the only team that can consistently do that is the Rams.
Yeah.
I mean, but you got to move. If Adrian Peterson gets 2 touchdowns and 186 yards, Vikings win this. If Adrian gets 60 yards and 1 touchdown, the Vikings lose.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's no way.
They need to run the ball. They need to be consistent and run the ball down their throats. That's what they need to do.
When the Rams have beat Seattle, we have run at them. Now, both games, Todd Gurley played the second game, and he didn't really, do that much, but he did get 80 yards and a touchdown. So somebody like Adrian Peterson, which would be that Todd Gurley make, would be, 80 yards and a touchdown. So, but it's really going to come down to it, and that leads us down to moving the last 2 games left. Let's do what I think is the easier of the 2 games, which is Kansas City versus Houston.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm a homer on that one, so I can't really.
You gotta be.
KC's gonna take that.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think all of us can agree that Kansas City's defense, although Houston's defense is good, I think Kansas City's defense can outpower Hoyer.
Yeah. I think their offensive line is good enough to keep away J.J. Watt, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that J.J. Watt and that other guy, they had 6.5 sacks. But against Kansas City, you're looking at probably more like 2.5, maybe 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Kansas City just runs the ball.
Yeah. And
if you look between both the running backs, they're using them about equally, and they're throwing the ball, and they have the weapons.
Yeah. Now they got.
But Houston just has no running back.
No, they don't. There's no threat there at all.
That was fucking funny.
And when you look at another thing about Houston is they only have one really good receiver. They don't have a good tight end. The defense is the only thing, and if you can beat Houston, you usually pass it.
Yeah, that's true. So, we beat them early on in the season. It wasn't.
I saw that game.
So it's we'll see what it'll be a good game, but I'm hoping Chiefs win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how it can happen. Just the fact that the DFS point of it, Kansas City has averaged more than 10 points for like the total 10-game winning streak that is going on right now.
And they've held opponents to 12 points in that streak too. So they haven't let people score many points at all on them. So.
And sacks. And if you want to know, they were 1-5, okay? And they got pullback.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we talked about that.
Yep.
they got Poe, but they had a lot of injuries. They were 1-5. They got him back, and that defense locked up.
Mm-hmm.
That defense locked up, and everybody's playing great.
Yeah.
And it just Justin Houston, Holly, they're not hurt, they're not hobbled.
Yep.
Brian Hoyer is going for 197 and 1, maybe 2 touchdowns and interception. When the Chiefs' defense is scoring more than 10 points on most weeks, 20 to 30 points a week, DFS-wise, if you play the Chiefs' defense, they win every week.
Yeah.
The Houston stats alone play into the Chiefs. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's a clean slate. It's the one game that's a clean slate.
Yeah. Then you got Pittsburgh and Cincinnati next.
The last game. The best game of the week. You got Pittsburgh visiting Cincinnati.
I'm biased on this one.
I got to go with Pittsburgh on this one just for the simple fact that it's who's the quarterback for Cincinnati.
Right?
Exactly. See, they said if Cincinnati got that bye, that Dalton may have been back for that game.
Right.
If he comes out now, I don't know if it's a good idea because you're going to throw off the offense. So I think what should happen is that they start McCarron, they die and live. The Steelers' defense does just give up plays.
Oh my goodness, they're really bad against the pass.
I'm going to say this. AJ Green plays like shit at home.
Yeah, he does.
He does. He's an away guy. So if Pittsburgh can get 80 and a touchdown from AJ, they'll probably only get maybe 30 and a touchdown from Marvin, maybe 1 from Tyler Eifert. But outside of that, Pittsburgh's front 7 has been rushing the quarterback really well. Point-wise, they have been scoring a lot and have been ranked at the bottom. Locks.
That's going to be like a 23-20 game. That's what it's going to be.
It's going to be super close.
It's divisional, too.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's starting? Who's starting at running back for Pittsburgh?
I know. D'Angelo got hurt, right? So.
Yeah. So you got Todman and you got Toussaint. Or Toussaint.
So Ben's going to have to be throwing.
Tucson, Arizona.
They're going to be one-dimensional, man. Ben's going to be throwing a lot, so.
As long as he's getting next with Antonio Brown.
Yeah, but if they know that's what he's going to do, though.
That's DFS right there. That's who you play. You play Antonio Brown. You know why? Because every week Antonio produces. And outside of what happened in fantasy this year and a lot of players getting hurt and all of that, one player may have had a couple bad weeks, but the rest of the weeks you could have never produced. It's him. It's Antonio Brown. And if Adam Jones isn't playing this game, they're not going to be able to hold that consistently. And the Steelers are going to just march down the field. And they've already beat them. So.
No, I think we're all in agreement the Steelers will probably win that game.
So pretty much we all agree about the AFC.
Yeah.
We all agree that Pittsburgh and Kansas City are the winners. Me and Dave think the Vikings are going to beat the Seahawks. Brian's a Seahawk fan. Brian is also a Green Bay fan. Me and Dave think Washington's just going to bomb at them. Mm-hmm. And here's the hashtag. Here's the hashtag from Kirk Cousins. That should end all of it. You like that. That's what he does. He likes that.
Rodgers is going to take it down. That man's an animal when he's under pressure.
Yeah. It's Aaron Rodgers still. I mean, there's still that Aaron Rodgers magic. It could be, it depends on what Washington team shows up to. They've been playing good, but and we'll see what happens. It's a different team. It's a different team they're playing.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna run through this, and then we can do whatever we want to do. I think quarterbacks this week, you definitely play Cousins or Rodgers. I think running back, you go AP or whoever the Steelers start. I think the other running backs, like Ware, he always underproduces but gets the touchdowns over Chandrick. I don't think that's consistent enough. I think that's why if the Steelers, if D'Angelo Williams can go, or if this French guy can go, or whoever, I think they'll use them enough. I think the wide receivers, there's no way you cannot play. If you play daily fantasy, you need to play Antonio Brown and you need to play AJ Green. That is your best receivers. Nobody else is outside of that. Tight end, you got to go Kelsey, Richard Rodgers, and Jordan Reed. And the reason why Jordan Reed's at the bottom is because what I'm reading off of is a one per team. You can only pick one player per team, and then you can't. So you can't start, Richard Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers at the same time. You have to pick the two. Defense, Seattle, Kansas City. I think right now, Kansas City and Seattle face the two weakest quarterbacks in the playoffs. I think they're just going to annihilate them. I don't see why they wouldn't annihilate them other than a bunch of sacks, and that means a lot of points.
Yeah.
And that's the rundown, guys. I mean, I can text you guys the rest of that week. You want to go throw money on FanDuel and play a lineup and win some money? We can go that way in the future, but I think if anybody out there listens to this, I think that those hits are going to be nice.
Sounds good.
I hope whoever does use those wins, and maybe they'll start listening to the show just to get more predictions and get a fan base going.
Right, there you go.
That's what it's about. So what are we going to talk about, gentlemen?
What happened on Raw? What happened at the end of Raw?
Raw is crazy. Apparently, Vince McMahon came out and beat up the other ref.
Yeah.
And
Not really what happened.
Chrissy can tell you. You want Chrissy to tell you?
No, I'm not telling you.
I just want what happened on Raw at the end of Raw report.
Just,
Well,
the Rumble, Roman Reigns has to face 29 other guys for his championship belt.
Roman Reigns is in the Royal Rumble with his championship.
He obviously is number one.
He's number one. That's what Chrissy's saying.
And if
he's number one, guys.
And whoever throws him out gets the belt.
Other guys to keep his championship belt.
Okay.
Whoever throws him out eventually is going to win the championship. So, if the way the storyline's been playing, Roman Reigns is probably going to go in number one, and his title is up for line. Roman Reigns, his title's on the line. So the winner of the Royal Rumble has the title.
Gotcha.
Ooh. Let's reflect that.
So whoever wins, it doesn't matter if he gets thrown out?
You know what? I think if the title's up, it doesn't matter. Because at the end, they did it with, remember, Ric Flair? They talk about it.
So he has to basically last the whole time to keep his title.
Yes. So that's why I think he has to be number one. I don't know if it was announced that he was number one, but I think that, Vince called it tonight that he is in. He has to defend his title against 29 other men.
Gotcha.
So while we were doing our show, that's what we missed, and that's pretty groundbreaking.
Gotcha.
Who's in the championship? Daniel Bryan, Dave?
What?
Is Daniel Bryan coming back? Who's the surprise?
Oh, I don't know.
In the Royal Rumble, because Roman Reigns is gonna get through everybody.
Yeah. Let Bryan pick the surprise in a Royal Rumble. Who do you think's gonna?
Hulk Hogan.
I thought he was going to say Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Bryan hasn't been watching wrestling in a while, I would imagine.
I know, and he needs to get back. He has bad memories from the pay-per-views.
Oh, used as a rag doll.
That's right.
Bryan might be scared of... No, that's Louis. Louis is scared of pools. Love you, Bryan.
Cool. All right, well, we'll end it there. We're over an hour now. We're at about an hour and 20 minutes, so we'll end it right there, and we'll put this one in the bag, and I'll post it up as soon as I can, and we'll get going.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old pal Stinky Wizard. This is a song about a whale. No, this song's about being happy. That's right, it's the Happy Happy Joy Joy song. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy.